GDFL match of the day, round 17 this afternoon from Godfrey Street. It's Eastern Suburbs and Thompson, and the home side with 3 quick goals in the last 5 or 6 minutes of that quarter. 3-6-24, they lead Eastern Suburbs 2-4-16 by 8 points at quarter time.
You're out having a listen to the coaches at quarter time. Did you learn anything?
No, because I know nothing about football, as I'm always told, but Mick Thompson had a couple of good things to say actually to his players about players running in front of the footy, and a couple of the Thompson goals he thinks was because of turnovers and players running in front of the football and not backing up their players, and which was probably seen a couple of times when they went forward in that quarter. They just were lucky enough to get a couple of goals out of it. Alan Richardson said that he wanted his players to bury the Eastern Suburbs hoodoo that people have been talking about these two teams being close to each other. He wants them to have a good quarter here and go into half time with a big lead, make sure that they get the advantage of them in round 17 and before the finals start in a couple of weeks' time.
He was very animated with his arms. He seemed, just sitting up here watching him, he seemed to be talking about going over the line. Was just watching his actions.
Yeah, he's pretty full on as a speaker at quarter time, and we'll see what happens with his charges in this second quarter as we get underway. Poor bounce by the umpire in the middle. Reuters able to take it out and give it to Radford. Quick kick by him towards centre half forward Atchison. Murray did well to push him off the ball. Kick by Grapsis back towards the wing. Running out Radford again. Traps it on hands and knees now. Try to get out quickly, but only as far as Richardson. Round the corner, Rundle. Read the play well at half back. Played on now. Gets around one. Right foot kick towards the wing. Lang and Grapsis over there. Heads O'Leary. Oh, he's out. Oh, but Grapsis came at him. He heard footsteps. Oh, over the top there. Lamb tried to push it out. O'Leary there as well. And, well, there was 2 players, Peters and also Murray. If O'Leary was able to get the footy out, it may have been away there.
And he had Lang running towards him too for the handball and go around the line, but he just seemed to hesitate and lift his eyes off the ball there at the last moment and lost it. The umpire now to ball this up centre wing. Down it goes. Taylor gets the front position, taps it down. No one can get advantage. Oh, going through there for Eastern Suburbs was a little fella, but couldn't go anywhere. And that player was number 30 in Fulston, and the umpire's called for a ball, picking himself up off the ground there is Lamb, and we'll have another bounce up in the identical position. Reuters got the front position this time. Taylor trying to get around him. The umpire hesitates. Bounce of the ball, up they go. It's tapped out by McGott, picked up by Nankervis, kicks towards the centre of the ground. Going across there was Smith. Mitch solidly flips the ball out the back, gives Stein a chance. Handball low, didn't come off. It's out again now to Withers. Withers from half forward, spears a pass down. Cowan's throat, and he's taken a mark about 40 out from goal.
And Cowan now from 40. And a bit of blue screen there, which is good to see. Cowan now with his left boot to come in. He's kicked one, or he pushed that to the far side though. Is it still going to be all mark taken in there, claimed by Terry Nankervis, and he has taken it just next to the behind post, and a very strong mark overhead, the wingman. As we've seen, as he's chopped off a couple already this afternoon at half back for the Thompson Tigers. A chance to put a goal on the board for the home side in the first couple of minutes of this second quarter. Pretty close to the line. Lang standing the mark. He goes now, and gee, that's a fair kick off the boot. I think he's missed though. He made sure of it.
Right,
yeah, he did.
He kicked the ball high.
Through it. Yeah.
You know, gave it a chance to get through, and as you say, he's taken a few marks around the ground today. He's moving about too. He's not playing his wing. He's down on the back line. He's down the forward line, and he's creating havoc at the moment for the Eastern Suburbs side.
3-7-25 Thompson Eastern Suburbs 2-4-16 GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
Right, the kick out, a beautiful kick two out to the far side, gives Lawton a chance. Over the back it goes. Lane couldn't take possession, dives on it now, and Nankervis is there fighting for the ball again. The umpire's call for it, and we'll have a ball up between centre wing, half forward flank. Now he's picked out a free kick, and it's going to Nankervis. Handballs to Taylor. Taylor kicks the ball wildly down the forward line. Rundle backing back into the pack, couldn't take the mark. Gets a handball out now. Oh, tried to sock it off the ground there was the Eastern Suburbs player in Thompson, but he couldn't get boot to it. Scrambling play at centre half forward. No one doing anything. Ball it up, and the umpire has blown the whistle and will move in and ball it up.
So about 45 out from the Thompson goal. Pack around to the ball. Reuter going up and getting the tap to Radford, who taps it down lane as far as Lamb. Can go short to Menzies, but elected to go longer, and too long in fact. It's going to be out of bounds on the full free kick in the back pocket.
Didn't look, did he?
No, he didn't. Just blazed away with that left boot. Free kick to Rowbottom in the last line of defence for the Eagles. Comes down. He's a fair kick of the footy. He goes long. Good kick too towards Reuter and O'Leary. Reuter had to shade the eyes from the sun there and then took a good mark. Plays on. Couple out on the wing. Fulston's one of them. Or stands his ground against Lamb and takes a good mark. Lang was also there in support.
He did well there too, Lamb, because Fulston could have played on, but he's kicked now down towards the half-forward line and centre wing, and Lang's taken the mark. Stein was a bit lucky he didn't give 50 away there too. Lang now kicks the ball down inside 50. Oh, 1 on 2. Up they go, Thompson. Knocking the ball to the ground there was Gardner, and a pack develops. The umpire's picked out a free kick, and it will go to...
I think it might be Atchison. It was against Murray for a push. And it is Atchison to take the free kick. And Justin a long lead up the ground from half forward. He's going to go in that direction. O'Leary in front, Lout, and also big punch away by Reuter. Falls towards Irving. Withers gathers it, and then just for the safety of the boundary line, handballs it. And a boundary throw in.
He reads the ball off the pack well, Withers. He gets about 10 metres away, 8 to 10 metres away, and he's running onto it. Right, the boundary umpire brings the ball in. Taylor in front. He gets a double-handed tap down or a throw there by the Eastern Suburbs player in Radford. Finds his teammate, but it's taken away from them by Thompson. Kicked down towards half-forward, and the mark taken down on the half-forward flank for Thompson, and it's been taken by Smith. Smith now kicks towards the corridor, looking for Cowans. Up they go, punched away nicely there by Rowbottom, out wide, but it's all Thompson. Handball now into the pocket, a quick kick towards goal, but he's offline and 1 point, and they come off the boot of
Dale Menzies.
2 points for the day.
Handball from Ambrose Kelly there. Thompson 3-8-26, Eastern Suburbs 2-4-16, 10 points the difference. GDFL Bingo Centre. Second quarter score. We've been playing 6 minutes in this second quarter. Rowbottom elects to go to the outer side on this occasion, looking for Lang. Stein against him. He's got support now. Curvis getting back there, running backwards. Or Shepherd tackle there, good by Hobbs. Bottled up the play now, Curvis, and Lang also fighting hard for it. And the umpire now will ball it up. He gave them a fair opportunity to get the ball out then.
Yeah, the option wasn't very good, was it? It was 1 on 2. Lang had 2 opponents over there. The bounce of the ball, up they go, Taylor and Reuter. A lot of pushing. Taylor gets the tap down, comes down. Withers couldn't take it there. He's in at the bottom of the pack again, but the umpire's letting it go. His ball spills out now, trying to handball it there as Eastern Suburbs off the ground. The umpire's backing away from the play, decides now it's ball up time, and has moved in and will ball up.
Well, O'Leary was on hands and knees there. Nobody came in to tackle him. He had an hour and a half to handball and still couldn't get it out. Taylor and Reuter. Taylor gets the left fist to it first. McGough though roved again. Handball over the top, looped it to Fulston and had to tap it on to O'Leary. Gives it back to Fulston, the 1-2. He's running back. They're putting them under pressure. Short little kick's okay though. Found Loughton in front of Justin. Plays on now. And little left foot kicks okay. Lang has to stand his ground though. Atchison comes over the top, but it's 4 on 1 here if they can pick it up. Hobbs ducks, gets around, handball off Fulston again, putting him under pressure, but they're running. O'Leary's got it. He's out now at half forward. They've drawn the player. Peters has to run and get the ball, then give it back to O'Leary. He's got to keep coming. Handball's good. Reuter runs straight in and kick the goal. Well done, Eastern Suburbs, and their 3 goals have come from exactly the same sort of play.
Yes, the handball down the ground moving. O'Leary did a grapsis there, except he didn't have the final kick. He handballed over to Reuter, and Reuter ran into an open goal and kicked his first for the afternoon.
So Eastern Suburbs draw a little closer. 3-4-22, Thompson 3-8-26, 4 points of difference. GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. We've been going 8.5 minutes in this second term.
Excuse me. They look good, Eastern Suburbs, when they do move the ball quick, but Thompson's putting the pressure on and they're not able to.
Yep, exchange of handballs there right through the middle of the ground. O'Leary dominant, and also finishing off there for his first, Robbie Reuter, who we said before the game kicked 7 last week against East Belmont. And his first has drawn the visitors closer. 4 points of difference now back in the centre. Taylor and Reuter. Good bounce again by the umpire. Reuter goes up early. Taylor gets his fist till falls into Reuter's head there. Radford against Richardson at guard. A little toe poke's okay to Wembridge. Rides the bump, then gets the handball out to Reuter. Kicks around the corner. Atchison in front at centre half back of Murray. O'Leary. Little right foot kicks okay to Murray's out. He could have handballed. He's going to go long though with the right boot. He should have gone for the handball. He went for home instead and missed one behind.
There's his teammate standing there with his hands out as much as to say, here I was on my own. You had the opportunity to give it to me. Why didn't you? And that player was number 54.
Danny Irving.
3-8-26,
Eastern Suburbs 3-5-23. 3 points of difference. Kick in by Gardner gives it towards Burke. Murray went high, didn't collect him there just as well. Falls towards Irving this time. Oh, shepherded by Murray. Could have been paid as a free kick, but it's a goal by Irving. And Murray and Atchison have remonstrated with each other there. It was a pretty crude shepherd by Murray. He went head on and face on towards Atchison when he shepherded for Irving. And, well, the goal results. Eastern Suburbs have taken the lead again with that Irving goal. 4-5-29. They lead Thompson 3-8-26 by 3 points on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
I think they were going through his mind there when he kicked that ball was Murray. Why didn't you handball the last one?
He made sure of it that time, Irving. Kicked the goal with the left boot. And they reclaim the lead, the Suburbs. 3 points the difference. So a pretty close game here, as you'd expect, second against third. The battle for second spot. And this would secure second spot for Thompson this afternoon if they could win. They'd put them 2 games clear with a game to go. Ball up in the centre again. Taylor can't get a tap. It's going to fall though towards Kelly. Handball to Atchison. Oh, he rides the bump. And then gets away. Falls over in the mud. Then too long holding the ball. He should have gone the first option then. He didn't. And he worked very hard, but then just lost the ball at the end. Fulston kicks out wide towards Lang and takes the mark in front of Taylor at half forward. The lead was on from Allison.
He gained about 5 metres there, Taylor.
He did, didn't he? He worked very hard on the mark.
He's still got 3 of them.
Umpire Armstrong looking at him now, but it's a bit too late. He'd gained 5. Not much on offer up forward for the Eagles.
He's got to kick it long.
Yeah, Lang's taking a long time.
Except he's got across the line, but it's not on. Here we go, the short pass now, looking for his full forward, and Allison chopped off there by Stein. Handball across to his teammate there in Gardner. His kick out wide towards the centre wing, running onto it now. Lang smothers the ball, going through there without it was Thompson. Reuter picks it up, handballs to no one in particular. Thompson out of it now through Withers, kicks the ball towards the centre wing. Racing onto it now, it's Nankervis over on the far side of the ground. He can't do anything with it. Stacks on the mill, the umpire moving ball it up.
So players working down to that ball up, just on the attacking side of wing for the Tigers. Taylor and Reuter to do the ruck work. Taylor in the front position, gets his fist to it, pushes it out towards McGoffin. Timmy Gardner could pick up Timmy Gardner, tries to ride the second bump, got the handball away to Withers. Left foot kick around the corner, Cowan in front, row bottom, taps it away. He's done a fair job on him so far. Irving gets a kick out to O'Leary. If it sits, he could be away. Lamb comes at him though. Kick around the corner. Peters and Grapsis. Peters in front. Sits, has to wait, tries to get around. Oh, it falls over the crucial station. Handballs to Grapsis. Looked for out of bounds, but didn't get it. Then a kick by Grapsis back towards Stein. Good punch away by Irving, but a free kick over the shoulder, Jason Stein.
Right, the kick down now towards the half-forward line. Up they go. Oh, good mark taken for Thompson down there by Richardson. And I would say he'd be within kicking distance.
He certainly would be. Kicked the ball a fair way, Alan Richardson.
A lot of the time, it's not the free kicks that are paid, it's the ones that they miss.
Exactly.
That does the damage.
Richardson now to come in, hasn't kicked a goal to date. Comes in over the ball, kicks, and waited for the breeze to work it back, but it hasn't far enough, I don't think. And one behind, his second of the day. So only 2 points of difference now. 3-9-27 Thompson, 4-5-29 Eastern Suburbs.
Right now the fullback to bring the ball back into play, looking at the far side of the ground, comes in now. Gone straight down the centre. Beautiful kick too. They set themselves. It's all Thompson going up there. Gardner surely must be paid the mark because the player come at him from the front. In the centre of the ground there, Gardner puts it up high, up they fly, and a good mark taken in the fence down there for the Eastern Suburbs side by Lawton. Goes out wide where he's got a teammate on the far side of the ground, and this is Fulston. Fulston now in towards the centre, has got O'Leary there. O'Leary plays on quickly, Gardner a little bit late on the scene. Kick down is it to Irving. Irving, you've got to put your boot into it. Kicks it in towards half forward. Caught with the ball. How can it be over the shoulder when you've got a handful of jumper?
Bit lucky there. Bit lucky indeed, David Burke on the point of the square at half back. Gets a free kick and kicks it long towards centre half forward. Vacant centre half forward too. Justin coming across. Can he pick it up? He kicks it out in front of him. Hobbs against him. Justin goes at the player. Humphrey does very well, but the handball was poor. Thompson in front of Nan Curvis wants to just push it to the safety of the boundary line and has done so. It's going to be a boundary throw in at half forward for the Tigers.
That turnover down here was crucial. Irving only had to kick it 12 metres and he kicked it 6.
Yes, exactly.
He had 3 players on their own.
Yeah. Boundary throw in, Reuter and Justin on this occasion. Justin in front. Shepherded off the ball. Free kick, umpire Armstrong. Justin's going to take it. Don't know where that came from. I thought it might have been Reuter's free kick for shepherding, but he kicks it across the ground towards Gardner at centre half forward, but he's got 3 against 1. Rundle's one of them, shepherded. Play on the call there was a high tackle against Collins. Smith, who's just on the ground, can't take the mark. Gives it back to Rundle, who's done a grabsis and run on. Handball over the top to Radford. Radford now, short little kick to Murray. Oh, slips over the crucial stage. Atchison there again. Goes to the man. Could have been a free kick. Umpire Chasson didn't see any of that because he was looking at the fight back here, which is not good umpiring, and then he picked out a free kick. That's unbelievable. He wasn't even watching the play there.
No.
And he's just picked out a free kick. Smith on the ground, as we said, Dylan Smith on the ground for David Peters. Chris Gardner to take it.
And they wonder why players get frustrated.
Oh, unbelievable. Chris Gardner to kick it out now towards the point of the square on half-back. Lang, Taylor, Stein also there. Free kick found by umpire Armstrong and gives it to Stein. Play on now, switch play towards the outer side, Nan Curvis, Reuter and Mark Harris a long way down. Reuter picks it up well, but then tackled by Harris, drops the ball, free kick holding the ball, and it's going to go to Mark Harris.
Right in the centre of the ground now, goes out towards half forward flank, got a lead down there by Nan Curvis, and Nan Curvis takes the mark half forward flank. Steadies, kicks the ball towards the big fella Counts. Up they go, couldn't take the mark. Down to turf it comes. Being helped was a Thompson player there, but the handball out to McGough. McGough couldn't take it. Gets it now, gets a handball out. Going in hard, and the umpire's picked out a free kick. Different umpire, different end of the ground.
Yes.
Thompson have had the last 5 free kicks.
And Humphrey's got this one. So Rick Humphrey from about 35, 40 metres out. All the lead's on, and Smith is, I measured the pass beautifully to Smith too. Standing there for a while too, without an opponent on him. And Thompson too late getting across there to spoil Smith, so he's taken the mark about 25 metres out. A chance to put Thompson's 4th goal on the board and reclaim the lead once again for the home side. We've been playing 16 minutes in this second quarter. Smith now comes in left foot, and has he just snuck it in? He has. So his second goal, Christian Smith. And they reclaim the lead, Thompson. 4-9-33. The Thompson side. And Eastern Suburbs 4-5-29. So 4 points of difference on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. So I said 16.5 minutes gone. Christian Smith becomes the leading goal scorer on the ground with 2. Just snuck that one in with his left boot. Back in the centre now, Taylor and Reuter. Reuter goes up, gets a tap down. The ball just plugs in the mud again. Radford works very hard, gives it to O'Leary with a slick handball. He's out now. He ran a very long way with his left boot. Goes back towards Murray and Atchison. Can't take the mark. Grabs us off the ground. Reuter falls towards Murray. Good tap on by Murray to pushing the back there against Smith. And going to go to Thompson. Play on the call. No. Has to come back. Atchison free kick. Grabsis was trying to run away with the footy there. But it's now Atchison. At centre half back, comes to the grandstand side looking for Gardner and Lamb. They go up. Radford roves, handball to Reuter. He's got 3 options and he goes to none of them because Atchison stands back there. He had Allison, Smith and Reuter. Didn't pick any of them out, and Atchison's taken the mark.
Eastern Suburbs are doing that a lot. They're just kicking forward. Up they go on half of a back line. Picked up here for Thompson. Quick kick out. Gives it comes to McGough. McGough blazes away down towards Allison. Up he goes. Couldn't take the mark. Diving on the ball. And for mine, should be free kick. Yes, he is that Thompson player. And the free kick should go to Allison.
Yep, that was a fair call there. He was over the ball for a long time. Brought it back in. And the umpire not afraid to pay the free kick in front of goal. So Justin Allison, who's at full forward this afternoon for Eastern Suburbs, a chance to kick his second. He's only about 10 metres out, 45-degree angle. We've got a pretty good view of it from behind him here. He comes in now, hunched over the ball, and he's put it straight through the middle. So a quick reply for the Suburbs.
Yes, neither side can get a break at the moment. They're sort of going goal for goal, and which is good for this time of the year, especially a hard game like this. with only a couple of weeks to the finals, and it should suit both sides, which is good.
Eastern Suburbs 5-5-35. Again, the leaders, Thompson 4-9-33. GFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard, been playing 19 minutes in this second term. Back to the centre. And Taylor and Reuter again to do the ruck work.
Gardner and Lang having a little bit of a push and shove.
Both been pretty influential this afternoon. Taylor tapped it over the back
done.
and beautifully rode by McGough. Allison to lead up the ground. Great kick, great mark. That's finals footy there. That's all you need. The tap out, the roving from McGough, and the kick to Allison was great.
And good courage shown there by Allison. He came straight up the ground, led for that ball, and the Thompson player coming from the side was really having a
bearing down on him there, wasn't he?
At the player and the ball, and I thought he did that quite well.
Allison now for his second goal in a minute and his third for the game. Oh, he sprayed it though on this occasion. And one behind, so that could have been a costly goal there for the Thompson side, but they've been let off. 5-6-36, Eastern Suburbs, Thompson 4-9-33. 3 points of difference, GFL Bingo Centre, second quarter scoreboard.
Right to kick in from fullback out the far side of the ground. They go out over 50. Up they fly. Lang gave a shove before he took that mark, and the free kick to be paid to Thompson on halfback flank.
Yep, Richardson it is on 50. Goes long. Ball holds up towards the wing in front. Good mark, Paddy Hobbs. He takes the mark on the wing. He's got Irving inside, but now Kelly covers him, so he goes back, looks towards half forward. Lang gave him the lead. He goes now long towards half forward. Taylor back there. Murray punched it away. Rowe, beautiful. Reuter, look at him. Runs in. He can run all the way. Goes in, right foot. Oh, and he missed it. Oh, bad miss too. So a couple of bad misses here by the Eagles. Just keeping Thompson in the game at the moment. 5-7-37, Eastern Suburbs, Thompson 4-9-33, GFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. 20.5 minutes gone. And Reuter, well, could have taken a bounce and kept going there.
Yes, he was full pace, wasn't he, when he kicked that ball?
So Harris, little short kick to Burke is okay. In front of Murray. He's got Atchison up on the wing. He goes in that direction now. He's against O'Leary. Wembridge coming at him. Good thump away. Falls towards Stein. Trapped by Fulston. Little push out is good to McGough. Gives it to Wembridge on 50. He measures the kick towards Harris and also Allison. And oh, Harris, there's that slippery cricket pitch area that Barry was talking about. Took a good mark and then rode into the fence. In the last line of defence for Mark Harris for the Tigers.
Comes out towards the 50-metre line now. A lovely kick out over 50. Reuter couldn't take. Now Curvis springs at the ground. The handball comes out here to Richardson. Richardson back to Gardner. Gardner down towards the centre wing, close to the boundary line.
And finds Menzies. Dale Menzies takes it in front of Rundle. Rundle now. Menzies now goes long one out. Cowan row bottom row by Thompson. Thompson, he gets it. Short little toe poke is too wide, and it's going to be a penalty free kick for out of bounds on the full. Dale Menzies to take the free. And Alan Rundle standing the mark. And we've just lost everything here, which is good to see. Scotty's done a great job. Brett Rovera will be back next week, thank goodness. Dale Menzies now. We can see the crowd at least. They all look like they're enjoying themselves. Menzies on the boundary line. And pretty deliberate now. Hasn't kicked a goal to date. Goes with the right boot. Oh, he's done very well there. He might have just missed though to the near side he has. And one behind Dale Menzies. He's third of the afternoon.
And here were we saying at beginning of the day that he was a focal point up forward and was a man to be watched. The kick in from fullback, another lovely kick out over 50, and O'Leary takes a mark over there for Eastern Sub. Oh, he's got a player running short down here in number 7, Hobbs. Hobbs couldn't take the ball. It goes further over the line. It goes out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in between half forward and centre wing for the Eastern Suburbs side. Boundary umpire now to bring the ball back into play. We've got Lang this time up against the big fella Taylor. Ball brought in over the back when McGough couldn't take it, picked up by Gardner. Dodging and weaving now. Kicks the ball down towards centre wing. Up they fly. Good punch away there by Eastern Suburbs through the agency of Wembridge. Sees the ball go across the line, and we'll have another throw in centre wing. Ball brought back into play now to boundary umpire. Reuter up against Taylor. Up they go. Taylor gives the ball a thump. Overrunning the ball there was the Thompson player, picked up for Eastern Suburbs by Thompson, who's kicked down towards the half-forward line as marked by Withers.
Withers it is, just the defensive side of the wing now with his left boot. Kick smothered. Goes towards McGough, tackled as he tried to get his kick away. Falls towards Nankervis on hands and knees. Taylor picks it up cleanly, gets a right boot to it, to his opposite number though, Reuter at half-back. He's got a couple of players out wide. Oh, one of them was serving, but he gives it to Menzies. He can kick the ball to Cowan, who can run in. Cowan, plugger straight into goal. Easy as you like. Goal. Critical turnover there for the Eagles.
Yes, very critical. He had two players there, Reuter, who, if he could have got the ball to them, they would have been away. Whereas Menzies has chipped in, kicked to Cowan, and Cowan's run into an open goal, kept the ball low again, and has kicked his second for the afternoon.
And take the lead again, Thompson. 5-10-40, Eastern Suburbs 5-7-37 on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. We've been going 25 minutes in this second quarter, so close to siren time.
Taylor does a good job around the ground too. You know, he bends over quickly and picks the ball up and gets it to boot very quickly. And it was through him that Thompson went forward there. Unfortunately, his kick wasn't good. It went to Reuter, but
he's been matching Reuter in the ruck though this afternoon, hasn't he?
I think he's been winning in the ruck.
Yep. So back in the centre, he'll have another go against Reuter. Good bounce again. He goes up, gets his left fist to it to Richardson. He's tackled as he kicks, but it's okay. Humphrey, diving mark at centre half forward, and took the slips catch. The lead's on from Cowan, and one out against Rowbottom. Getting back there, Hobbs can't take the mark. Free kick found for a push.
Cowan.
Yeah, it's going to go against Cowan. It's going to go to Rowbottom. So he's just taking his time now.
Got nothing to kick it to.
No, not really. There's not a lot of movement. He comes to the grandstand side now, goes long. Lang getting across there, Burke up. No, O'Leary stood there, third in line, took the mark.
Yes, it never looked like it did. Look, Irvin's made a run again. They're too slow in getting the ball forward, Eastern Suburbs. They turn their back on the play. O'Leary's kicked down to centre half forward now. Up they go. Here's a chance for Lang if he can get it.
Oh, great pick up.
Picked up nicely. Gets a banana kick going, but where's it gone? Out high and handsome over the boundary line, and the free kick to be taken down there for the Thompson side, and it'll be taken by Harris. Should have done better.
Could have handballed to Reuter there, who was running with him, but just blazed away with his right boot, and a free kick, Harris.
They've blazed away a lot going into their forward line, Eastern Suburbs. So I think, you know, their coach, if he has a good look at today, I think he can find a few mistakes that they're making.
Harris goes towards half-back. Pack of players. Nankervis was up there. Handball to O'Leary. He's tackled. Gardner chops it off. Runs away. Look at Timmy. Takes a bounce. We'll try and get around Hobbs. Handball to Lamb. They were going to work the 1-2. Lamb stood. Reuter came over the top. Left foot kick around the corner towards Humphrey and Thompson. Smith falls towards Gordon Collins. Collins stands his ground. Handball chopped off by Humphrey. Good handball out to Richardson. If he can get it over, he does. He's got Menzies. Menzies can walk into goal. Thompson coming at him. He can keep coming. He goes in. Oh, he's missed it. Well, 4 behinds this afternoon for Dale Menzies, and both sides keeping each other in the game at the moment.
Right, the kick in from fullback, taken quickly, and the mark's been taken by Thompson. Thompson now plays on quickly, gets it down towards the centre wing, and the mark taken for Eastern Suburbs by Collins.
Oh, Collins, he's kicked you, Barry. It's just coming up here. There it's there. Oh, goodness. The man in front of the guest video van has taken the mark, and he's going to have a kick for goal. Free kick for the Thompson Tigers. It's going to be taken by Lamb. In front of the commentary box, kick towards Humphrey and take a good mark.
He's coming to it late
yes,
this quarter.
He is. And 50, and that's gonna cost them. Humphrey will come up inside goal scoring distance now, and you'll see that Irving will come straight off the ground. They haven't played all afternoon, and they've all of a sudden they've picked one out.
Yes, there's probably been, as I said before, the big fella was one over the other side. There's probably been about 5 or 6 here today where they've crept over the mark. The umpires called him back. There, he didn't even call him back. He just penalised him.
Well, Humphrey now from 35 out, kicks with the right boot, and has it made the distance? Reuter on the goal line. I think he hasn't touched it in time. He hasn't. Humphrey's kicked the goal. So he's first of the afternoon. And they move further in front, Thompson.
Yes, late in this second quarter, they've said, oh, it's on again down here. I think a few of them must be getting a little bit cold out there. They must be getting the kick. And late in this quarter, Thompson have got on top and they've made Eastern Suburbs pay for indirect football, for short passing that's gone astray, for erratic kicking. You know, Eastern Suburbs, you know, I think they've got a lot to improve.
Back in the centre now, Taylor goes up, right fist to it towards Richardson again, and Radford. Richardson off the ground towards Justin and Loughton. Loughton takes the mark at centre half back for the Eagles to relieve the pressure. Goes to the outer side now. Ball kick off the boot. O'Leary has to work hard against Stein. O'Leary gets there first, then lets the ball out, slips over though. Stein's there. He's got support. Nankervis runs it back with him. Got Lang against him. Handball. Oh, Lamb has to sit. Can't pick it up. Stein there in support. Gives it to Gardner. Puts him under pressure. McGough comes at him. Pack develops. The umpire lets it go. It comes out to Radford. Handball over top. Fulston stands. Little short kick over the top. Wembridge. He takes the mark in the centre of the ground in front of Kelly. He's got to lead on. Oh, Reuter was leading a mile up the ground and then kicked it out further towards Lang. Oh, Nankervis runs back at him. No free kick there. Lamb. Fulston against him, shepherded by Nankervis. Lamb now's got time. Handball chopped off by Fulston. Outside 50. He's done very well there. And it's going to be a ball up.
That's twice a player's run at Lang while he was standing his ground trying to take a mark, and twice the umpires have not paid the free kick.
Yes, so some inconsistencies creeping into the umpiring just in the late stage of the second term. Pushed out by Gardner to Withers. Handball over top to Grapsis against Smith. Smith rides the bump, then the second one, then drops the ball, but still got it there. Handball over the top to nobody in particular. Pushed off the ball there was Hobbs, running straight through Withers. Handball to Justin. Justin can handball to Timmy Gardner. He can't pick it up now. He can. Gets away. Handball to Richardson in close quarters. Good handball to Burke. Great vision. Cowan short goes long. Cowan and Menzies now. They're on the right side. Cowan, Rowbottom comes at him. Does very well, Rowbottom. Very well indeed, but Cowan keeps his feet. Handball over the top. They've got Walker's. One of them's Humphrey. Turns around, little left boot, and kicks his second in 2 minutes.
Very unselfish play there by the big fella Cowans. Once he got the ball, he got it across to Humphreys and resulted in a goal.
So,
good running play by Thompson right from the half-back line there. They moved the ball quickly.
Yeah, bit of pressure there now. Thompson 7-11-53, taking a 16-point lead. And they lead 5-7-30. Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard, 31 minutes gone in this second term, so close to half-time. And 2 goals to Rick Humphrey in the last couple of minutes. Collins coming off the ground and Grosdanovsky coming on for Eastern Suburbs.
Bounce of the ball favours no one. Going through O'Leary couldn't take it. Lang battling away there, gets handball out nicely to his teammate there in number 38, Delamonica, is it? Goes down to half forward where picked up by Gardner. Gardner's kick around the corner, Reuter onto it. Over the top with handball, he should have gone. Plays on now, kicks down, and the mark being taken by Lang on centre wing. Lang now on centre wing. Goes, an up and under kick. I was going to say he was going long, but he didn't. Comes down now where Eastern Suburbs Rundle. Handball out, teammate couldn't get it, tries to sucker it off the ground. Handball picked up here by Justin. He's kicked down towards half forward line underneath it. Benzies. He couldn't take the mark. Picking it up there for Eastern Suburbs is Smith. Goes across the ground looking for Lang. Up they go, and good mark taken by Stein for the Thompson club.
No, he's paid it to Lang in front. Well, it's not going to matter anyway because it's siren time. And a couple of quick goals at the end there for Thompson have made the difference. And at half-time, the Thompson side are in front. As I said, a couple of quick goals and has made the difference. 7-11-53, the Thompson side. And Eastern Suburbs 5-7-37. So in that quarter, Thompson kicked 4 goals 5, and Eastern Suburbs kicked 3 goals 4 to take a 16-point lead. They had an 8-point lead at quarter time. The goal kickers at half time for Thompson: 2 to Christian Smith, 2 to Rick Humphrey, 2 to Mark Cowan, and 1 to Shane Graps as well for Eastern Suburbs, 2 to Justin Allison, and singles to David Peters, Danny Irving, and Robbie Reuter.
In that quarter, I thought Smith come into the game for Thompson. Stein on his wing did quite well. Menzies did a little bit. Unfortunately, he's got the wrong boots on today and has only kicked 4 behinds. The big fella in the ruck still going along strong in Taylor. Nankervis, he's still getting kicks at will over on the far side of the ground also. Timmy Gardner, I thought, picked his game up in that second quarter and did quite well. And the big fella at full forward, he's kicked 2 goals, but he's also given a couple away. And Withers on the ball has been very tenacious for the Thompson side. Looking across at the Eastern Suburbs, they're probably struggled a little bit. There's a few players come in and out, drifted in and out, got a few kicks. Hobbs has done quite well over there. McGough is still battling away in the on-ball position. Reuter's still trying very hard in the ruck, but I think Taylor's got his measure here today. O'Leary in that quarter seemed to get a few more touches and did a little bit more. Fulston, he's still carrying on where he did in the first quarter, and young Irvin put himself in there. Unfortunately, they didn't look for him a couple of times when he was on his own, and yeah, I think he let them know there once or twice. And Allenson at full forward for a young fellow also has done quite well. Very interesting that quarter. Free kicks,